Here in the I button and a description box below, you will get complete playlist of partial differential equation. Welcome to video number 14, and in this video we are going to solve last problem on the topic, that is Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. Most important problem on this topic. Yes. From video number 9 to video number 14, we have solved these 6 problems. Video number 9 contains this problem 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay. In this video, that is in video number 14, we are going to solve this important problem. Very important. So let us start. The question says solve x square minus yz into p plus y square minus zx into q equals to z square minus xy. Okay, this is capital P, this is capital Q, and this is capital R. So we can see this equation is in the form of P plus Q equals to R. So we can say that this equation is Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. So what we need to do is simply find the auxiliary equations, that is dx upon capital P equals to dy upon capital Q equals to dz upon capital R. What is capital P? X square minus yz. What is capital Q? That is y square minus zx. What is capital R? That is z square minus xy. Okay. Now, if you see, if we take the fractions, okay, if you consider these two fractions, we need to eliminate z, but we cannot eliminate z from these two fractions. If you take these two fractions, we need to eliminate x, but we cannot eliminate x from these two fractions. If you take these two fractions, we need to eliminate y, but we cannot eliminate y. Okay, so we cannot take the help of fractions. Now if you want to take the help of multipliers, so I've already told you that in 90% of the problem we need to take the help of multipliers. Okay, that is xyz or x square y square z square, or you can say 1 upon x, 1 upon y, 1 upon z, or you can say 1 upon x square, 1 upon y square, 1 upon z square. Okay, but if you want to apply multipliers in this particular auxiliary equation, you cannot get your desired value of u or y. Okay, so we will use another technique, that is, yes, simply subtract two fractions simultaneously. Here we have dx minus dy upon this minus this equals to dy minus dz upon this minus this equals to dz minus dx upon this minus this. Okay, now simply try to solve this. Okay, now numerator part is same. Okay, in all the three fractions, numerator part is same. There are certain changes in the denominator part. Here we are taking x square minus y square. Now here we can take z common. Okay, plus z. Here we have x minus y. Here again y square minus z square plus, we have seen, you can see x is common, so we have taken x common. Here we have y minus z. Now here again z square minus x square is here, plus here you can see y part is same, so z minus y. If you take y common, here we have z minus x. Now sorry, in the next step, x square minus y square means x minus y plus x plus y. So we can take common x minus y. So what is, if you take x minus y common, what is left? That is x plus y plus z. Here again, if you take y minus z common, what is left? That is y plus z plus x. Here again, if you take z minus x common, what is left? That is z plus x plus y. Okay, now here you can see, yes, x plus y plus z is common in all the three fractions, so we can cancel. What is left? That is dx minus dy upon x minus y equals to dy minus dz upon y minus z equals to dz minus dx upon z minus x. Now you can split the terms, that is, you will have dx upon x minus y minus dy upon x minus y equals to dy upon y minus z minus dz upon y minus z equals to dz upon z minus x minus dx upon z minus x. Now, okay, from these fractions we can take the help of, okay, we can take the help of fractions to find the value of u as well as v. So first of all, we will take these two fractions. Okay, and to find u, we will take these two fractions. To find v, we will take the help of these two fractions. Taking first two fractions, that is dx upon x minus y minus dy upon x minus y equals to dy upon y minus z minus dz upon y minus z. Now we need to integrate. So on integrating, what you will get? here we have integration of dx upon x minus y. So integration of this will become log of x minus y minus log of, here we have integration of dy upon x minus y. Okay, we are integrating with respect to y, and the coefficient of y is what? Minus 1. So log of x minus y into minus 1. Repeat the same here. That is integration dy upon y minus z will be log of y minus z minus integration dz upon y minus z log of what? Y minus z. But here we are integrating with respect to z whose coefficient is negative. So we will multiply minus 1. Okay, plus log of c1. This is integration constant for this integration. Now, yes, this minus 1 with this negative, this will become positive. So log of x minus 5 plus log of x minus 5 will become twice log of x minus y. Repeating this same here, that is twice of log of y minus z plus log of c1. Now take this to the left hand side and taking these two, okay, taking these two to the power of this. So this will become log of x minus y whole square minus log of y minus z whole square equals to log of c1. Log of a minus log of b is what? Log of a upon b. So we can write this as log of x minus y upon y minus z whole square equals to log of c1. Now cancel log, you will have x minus y upon y minus z whole square equals to c1. Now take this square to the right hand side, this will become x minus y upon y minus z equals to root over of c1, which is equals to c2 because this is also a constant. Now c2 is equals to what? X minus y upon y minus z. This is u. Okay, and u is a function of x, y and z. So after finding u, we'll find v. For v, we will take last two fractions. Okay, yes, here we had all the three fractions. Okay, that is this or this or this. Yes, in the first, to find u, we have taken these two fractions. To find v, we will take these two fractions. You, if you want to take these two fractions, you can consider these two fractions too. Okay, but I am taking these two fractions. So here, taking last two fractions, you will get dy upon y minus z minus dz upon y minus z equals to dz upon z minus x minus dx upon z minus x. So on integrating, you will get, this will become log of y minus z minus log of y minus z into minus 1. Why negative? Because here we are integrating with respect to z and the coefficient of z is what? Minus 1. So repeating the same to the right hand side, this will become log of z minus x minus log of z minus x into minus 1. Why minus 1? Because here again we are integrating with respect to x and the coefficient of x is what? Minus 1. Okay, here we have used c2 as constant, so here we are taking c3. Okay, so for this integration we have log c3 as constant. So yes, negative negative will become positive. Log of y minus z, log of y minus z will be twice log of y minus z. Similarly here also it will become twice of log z minus x plus log of c3. Now taking this here to, that is log of z minus x whole square. Taking this term to the left hand side, this will become log of z minus x whole square equals to log of c3. Fine. Now simply solve this. Log of a minus b, log of a minus log of b equals to log of a upon b. That is log of z y minus z upon z minus x whole square equals to log of c3. Now log gets cancelled. What is left? That is y minus z upon z minus x whole square equals to c3. Now taking this square to the right hand side, this will become y minus z upon z minus x equals to root of c3, which equals to c4. Okay, and this is what? This is small v. Okay, so you can see we already have the value of u, that is x minus y upon y minus z, and we have v, that is y minus z upon z minus x. So we can find the solution for this Lagrange's linear partial differential equation, which is this, or you can say this. That is the solution of, yeah, the solution of uh, the required Lagrange's partial differential equation is f of u comma v. Okay, where u is x minus y upon y minus z and v is equals to y minus z upon z minus x. So f of u comma v equals 0 is the required solution for the Lagrange's linear partial differential equation, where f is any arbitrary function. Okay, so with this I am ending this topic, that is Lagrange's linear partial differential equation. Thank you so much.